Okay, so I thought I would shoot a quick video about my 2015 Ford F-250. I just got done installing the loadlifter 5000 airbags, and it took me probably twice as long at least than it should have, because I had run into a couple issues. Couldn't find any videos addressing this, so thought I'd pay it back to the world and show everybody my findings. The problem is I have this B&W gooseneck fifth wheel. That doesn't really do you any good, but this here and the brackets for the airbags don't really address how to go around that. I was a little nervous starting out, but a couple things. One is on the back side of this right here, there is another bolt that holds the bracket, but there's a recess here, and so some videos out there said to drill a hole in this, which I really didn't want to do, not because structural, I just didn't want to do that. And so what I ended up doing is I took some hot glue, and right in here is the back side of the bolt. I just hot glued the nut onto a wrench, slid it up there, and then slid the bolt in the other side of the frame this way into that bolt. And then once you tighten it down, hot glue's strong enough just to hold the bolt in place, and I took it down. The other thing that is really important that I wanted to address, which is really the purpose of this video, let's get to it. Is right up here, this bracket here, if you're not careful, will get installed twisted. So there's a couple good videos out there that I found for so we get some light here, for the airbag install, but they don't show the driver's side. So this is the driver's side, and basically with my aftermarket hitch, you can see that big nut. So this bracket has a little saddle that kind of goes around, and just it doesn't really hold the airbag. It just, I guess, keeps it from twisting. The weight of the frame holds most of it. Right here, as you can see, it sits on the frame. But in that bolt, the first time I put this thing together, that bar, that flat bar that you see, that's a little nut, was on the back side of the bracket, and that created this thing to be this way a little bit more. And what happened was this was twisted, and so just the thickness of that little washer, the square washer behind the nut, was enough to screw me up. So I undid everything, redid it, still didn't work. Took me a while to figure out what was really going on. So if you don't, there's some other videos out there that tell you to loosen this one, loosen, I guess, this, you know, anyway, some other stuff down here. I really didn't want to do all that, which I guess hindsight I probably should have, but that's kind of a big deal, that bracket sits absolutely flush to the frame, just because when these feet come all the way out here, it gets a little twisted. So the other thing is just knowing which, you know, in progression, which of these bolts to tighten up. So there's a video that shows this bolt, very important. Make sure that you put this bolt in before you bolt this to the bracket. I didn't do that, had to unbolt it, so that's no good. And then also, well, I forgot to put this plate right here on, but that's just me moving too fast, not paying attention. But also on the other side, those long bolts get hard to get installed. So basically that's it. The biggest thing is on the driver's side. This one gets a little tricky, and I've spent about probably 4 hours working on the driver's side today, when probably should have taken me about an hour. But there you go. Hope this helps somebody.